hoping to land without the use of a parachute. His name, Gary Connery. He's 42 years old. This was in Henley-on-Thames a few moments ago. Just watch what happens. Travelling at a speed of about 80 miles an hour. Hit the boxes, but there was a very, very anxious and long wait while they wanted to make sure that he had landed, but was he okay? Had he injured himself when he hit those boxes? He had jumped from 2,400 feet, no parachute. He flew for about 3 seconds before the suit took hold, and as you can see, it did its job. They were very pleased to see him, as you can imagine. There's his wife to greet him as well. Hopefully we'll be able to chat to him in just a moment or two, but Mark Stone's there for us on the ground. Everybody holding their breath, Mark.
Goodness me, Kay, I tell you what, my heart was racing through that because he's never done this before. This is the first time anyone has ever jumped from such a high height, flown on their own and then landed without a parachute, albeit on top of 18,000 boxes. And there was this horrible moment when he did take a long time to come out of the boxes. Frankly, no one really knew whether he was okay or not, but he is, as you can see, absolutely fine. We'd love to have a word with him. We can't right now. He's speaking to a private TV station who've got some sort of a special deal with him, but I assure you we will be talking to him a little bit later on. But there he is, absolutely fine, walking alongside his wife, who's just behind him actually in the white cap. 50 seconds, there you go, you can hear the cheering. There's an awful lot of people here watching, people who put together these 18,000 boxes over the course of the morning for him to land on. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll try and come off our camera sticks now and move over as we're talking to see if we can possibly get a word with him. As I say, he's been training for this for 2 years, but it's been a dream for his whole life, really. Gary, you're live on Sky News. How are you feeling?
Absolutely wonderful. Let's go this way.
Tell us how it was.
I am in a strange space, if I'm totally honest. I guess I haven't really digested myself what's just happened. You all right? You all right?
Yeah, fine. Someone's just fallen over there. Go on, Gary. You didn't fall over.
I fell from a much greater height than that, but no, absolutely amazing. I'm overwhelmed with the whole crew. I mean, look at the size of that rig that people have put together for me this morning. I'm so choked with the turnout. It's been an amazing experience, and you know, it was so comfortable, so soft. My calculations have obviously worked out, and I'm glad they did.
Where's your wife? How on earth is she feeling?
I don't know, where is she?
Here she is. How are you feeling, Vivian?
Oh, I'm relieved it's all over.
It's not over, it starts now. We've got to take the boxes down. Now the hard work starts.
Go on, Gary, talk us through the moment you jumped from that helicopter, 2,400 feet.
A really nice exit. I started to fly very, very stable very quickly, and there must have been some turbulence because I was experiencing a lot of bouncing in that flight that I hadn't experienced before. So a little bit weird, but these suits, thank you Tony Urgello, Tony Suits, these suits are amazing and there's so much stability in them and I could just go with it. I've experienced hot air jumping from cliffs because you get a lot of lift from cliff jumping, and so I've experienced that bounce before, so I was cool going with it.
And Vivian, your emotions as you say goodbye to him?
Mixed with excitement, but very much obviously hoping that it was going to be okay. And it was.
Open the champagne before it gets warm, eh?
Guys, before you do that, just nice and tight, just close, really tight. Give it the champagne moment.
Do you mind getting sprayed with it then? Is that all right?
That way, Gary.
Oh.
think he deserves that mark, doesn't he, Gary Connery? He jumped from 2,400 feet without a parachute. Very nerve-wracking time for his wife, wasn't it?
Unbelievable stuff, isn't it, Kay? I really can't imagine how he must have been feeling when he did that. I've just moved out of the way now. You can see him celebrating here. Yeah, this is the first time anyone's ever done this. In all his previous jumps, and there are plenty of people, other people who use wingsuits as well, at the end they always deploy a parachute. Here he didn't. He landed without one. It was 2 years ago in Switzerland that it first dawned on him that he might be able to do it, and it's been 2 years in the making to try and get that done, and today he did. 3 cheers.
And what's he going to do next? I mean, how does he possibly top this?
Let's try and find out. Gary, what are you going to do next?
Hello, Ricky.
Well,
Thank
Gary,
you, mate.
cheers, mate.
Good question. What am I going to do next?
Perhaps you should
Finish
ask your
this
wife.
with a bunch of friends, I guess, and quite genuinely go and strip that lot out, because the work, we're halfway through the work now, halfway through the day. I'd like to say a very big thank you to all this crowd that have come and helped out. I don't want to start naming names because then I don't want to feel like I've left anybody out or for people to feel left out. What next? I don't know.
What's the next challenge then?
Yeah, good question. I'm keeping that underneath this hat, but there is more in the pipeline, I can assure you.
Was there a point where you were worried during the flight?
No. What happens is, one, all the fear comes before, and you don't get into the helicopter until you've dealt with that. The journey up, I was getting a lot of air into my system, so I go through a breathing process, if you like, much the same as I do on the edge of a cliff. And once I take that choice to step off the edge, you then become totally in the zone of what it is you're hoping to achieve. So it's total focus, 100% focus.
You can't give us a little teaser of what it is you're going to plan next?
No, I can't.
Fair enough.
OK, Mark, we'll leave it there then. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks a lot. Should we have a look at the jump one more time? Here we go. Heart-stopping stuff, wasn't it? Jumped. Likely to take about 45 seconds thereabouts. He jumped it, then he drops for 3 seconds before the wingsuit actually sort of spreads out, if you will, and he flies like a bird. It was a bit wobbly from time to time, as you can imagine. There were some issues with the winds up there in Henley-on-Thames, but he managed to get the suit under control, and this is what he did next.